What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a quick, easy, affordable Kroger haul to share with you. I also have a really easy weeknight dinner idea that is both nutritious but still comforting, and for a little treat. I recently purchased a Ninja Creami swirl ice cream maker machine extravaganza, and I shared a full in-depth video on that machine. But in today's video, I wanted to share one more recipe idea in case you also have the machine or some form of an ice cream maker, because it came out so good. So you're getting both dinner and dessert along with the grocery haul. I'll share all of the grocery prices. I'm located in the Jacksonville, Florida area, so you will obviously have to adjust for your market, but it'll help you maybe when you're setting your grocery budget for the week. If you happen to be new here, hi, how are you? How's the family? Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and giving me a chance. My name is Kate. On this channel, I do a lot of grocery hauls and I share a lot of menu inspiration. So if you need help with meal planning, I've got you covered with plenty of that content. If you enjoy the vibe, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. Let's head into the haul first and then stick around for those recipes. All right, my friends, we have a Kroger haul. I was toying with the idea of ordering from BJ's yet again. I've been ordering from BJ's so much, but Kroger ended up trumping them because they had a couple of ingredients that I wanted to not buy wholesale size, and then also they deliver free of charge. And when I compared my carts, it was actually pretty similar. It wasn't too much more expensive to go the Kroger route, so here we are. One exciting thing was that I needed chicken breast, and they were doing buy one, get one free on this brand of chicken breast. This is kind of a pricier chicken breast. It's $5.99 per pound. It's usually anywhere from like $2.69 to $3.29 a pound at Kroger for chicken breast. But I recently purchased this at Publix and it was $6.99, so at least Kroger's cheaper than Publix. But with the buy one, get one free, it ended up about the same as I normally pay for chicken breast, so I grabbed 4 packets of those. I'm going to be using this in an upcoming freezer meal video, so look out for that. Subscribe if you aren't already. I grabbed some grapefruit and some navel oranges. These are heirloom. I don't know if that makes a difference, but we've been doing juicing and I thought these would be great in that. I also grabbed a lemon for regular cooking. In the back, we have a Ninja Creami now, and I found that the peanut butter powder works better than regular peanut butter in the recipes. So I grabbed some PB2 because we had run out. Grabbed some of this Birch Bender's pancake mix. We normally make the kids our own like sweet potato or banana waffles and things like that with our own ingredients, just using rolled oats, and it's super easy. But sometimes it's nice to have a pantry staple one that you can just mix together super fast. Someone had mentioned that you can use pie filling with the creamy to make sorbets and things like that. So I do want to test that out. They had cherry, apple, and blueberry as options. I went with this extra cherry one and then an apple to give a try because those are like 2 of my favorites, and I'll probably grab blueberry next round. You will rarely see me buy butter at a grocery store and not at a wholesale club, but they were running a sale where if you bought 5 of something, you got $1 off each item. So this all ended up being, I think, $17 for 5 pounds of butter, which I think is a great price. So I ended up just grabbing it because we were running very low on butter, so might as well get it at that price. Grab some Dijon mustard to restock because we've been actually using this a lot lately, which is weird because John and I do not love Dijon, but I've noticed that if you just do like a teaspoon of it, even if you don't like Dijon, it usually gives a little sass to the mix, you know? Grab some bay leaves just to replenish my seasoning cabinet. Also got some strawberries. Me and the kids, we just love strawberries. They had these jumbo blueberries on sale, so I grabbed those because I can either use these in juicing or for snacks for me and the kids. Grabbed a couple packets of raspberries. These are a huge hit with the kids, so we always have those on hand. For juicing and cooking, I grabbed some of these organic whole carrots. These I generally prefer to grab at a wholesale club, but since I was ordering and I was out, I grabbed that. I've been needing onion a lot lately. I usually only grab 1 or 2, but I figured since I have a lot of recipes coming up that are going to be using onion, I might as well just grab a whole bag. I love grabbing peeled garlic this way. I usually grab the garlic at a wholesale club, but I am completely out of it, so I just grabbed this bag for now. And then heavy whipping cream is for the Ninja Creami for when we make ice cream. And last but not least, for all of us, we all love yogurt, I grabbed some Greek non-fat yogurt from one of the Kroger brands. So that is everything I grabbed from Kroger today. All right, let's talk about this cozy, super simple crock-pot chicken dinner that totally hit the spot after a long day. What I love about this one is it has a lot of the fresh brightness that spring brings, but I don't know about you guys and where you live, but weather has kind of been all over the place, so a comforting crock-pot meal is a great vibe right now. I started this out by just tossing some sweet potato I had diced for myself and baby carrots into the bottom of a crock pot. I drizzled a little avocado oil over everything, sprinkled in some seasoning, just enough to wake it all up a little bit, and then I seasoned the front and back of a couple boneless chicken breasts and laid those right on top in the hot tub. Then I moved on to the sauce. I just combined in a measuring cup some plain yogurt, Dijon mustard, honey, garlic, and a little zest of an orange and juice for the brightness. You can skip the orange if you don't love it, but I just think that citrus adds such a fresh flavor to dishes. Once it was all combined, I just poured that right over the chicken and veggies, didn't need to stir it or anything like that. I cooked it on low for about 3 hours, and the chicken came out super tender. The veggies were so soft, and the sauce thickened up just enough to coat everything perfectly. The full recipe is listed in the description box, so check that out if you want to make this one at home. Truly had minimal cleanup, barely any prep, and it was exactly the kind of meal I needed after a non-stop kind of day. All right, my friends, if you hear some crunching in the background, that is Stella. She's eating her dinner, but we're gonna make a super easy treat in our Ninja Creami. I have never tried this before. I'm a Ninja Creami noob, if you will, a rookie, but we are just dumping an entire can of cherry pie filling right inside the pint. This is a 21-ounce can. It's the extra cherry pie filling from Kroger's brand, and that went right up to that max line, so that's exciting. We're gonna zest 1 lime in there. My limes are kind of small though, so I'm probably gonna zest both of them. And also, I love the lime flavor. Now Stella is hydrating. That's her reminder to you to hydrate. Maybe I won't go too crazy on this one. I probably zested like 1 full-size lime. And then I'm just gonna cut these right in half, and we're gonna juice those limes right in there. These will be great to go in the garbage disposal and freshen up my kitchen. Okay, and now we're just gonna go ahead and stir. Beautiful. I'm just gonna even that out. We're gonna put the lid on her, and into the freezer she goes for 24 hours, and I will see you tomorrow. All right guys, here we are, 24 hours later. We've got our cherry limeade. Everything online said to just put the pie filling right in without like blending it or anything, so I'm curious to see how this is gonna work because they're like full-on cherries. But I'm gonna spin this in here, I'm gonna turn it on, we're gonna select the scoop option, and then we are going with sorbet. All right, let's see how we did. Kate's pioneer journey of making some sorbet. Oh, that looks amazing. You guys, I don't even think I need to respin it. Sometimes you need to respin. No, look at how perfect that is. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is good. And the cherries just blended right up. This is amazing. I am so impressed. If you have a Ninja Creami, please make this. It's like a Sonic cherry limeade in sorbet form. You want it, for sure. All right, my friends, thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. It means the absolute world to me. I hope I delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye.